This wasn't just some innocent Palestinian who was beaten to death by these violent settlers. Let me add in here that the IDF generally is not a friend of the Israeli settlers. In Israeli media, it's well known that the IDF will often criticize the Israeli settlers. They see them as provocateurs and as causing problems for them. So they're not going to try to protect them. And here in the IDF's own report, we see that there was an altercation. And it could very well be that this Sayfollah Musalled, who was killed in the process of this, was killed as a result of the violence between the settlers and between the Palestinians who were throwing rocks. But that's exactly the point. There's a lot more to the story. This wasn't just some innocent Palestinian who was beaten to death by these violent settlers. There was an altercation. If you're going to start a violent altercation by throwing stones, and when we talk about throwing stones, they use slingshots. They often throw stones at cars to make them go off the road. These are actually very dangerous incidents. Sometimes the stone throwing involves large bricks and large rocks that are dropped on people from high places. So when you hear stone throwing, it's not just little pebbles being tossed in different directions, but this was a violent altercation. According to the IDF's own report, this was started by these Palestinian activists. I'll also add in that Hamas put out a statement after this event, and they referred to Sayfollah Musalled as a Mujahid. A Mujahid, from the word jihad, is a holy warrior. They refer to him as someone who was fighting for the cause. So this wasn't some innocent bystander. They would not be treating him as a shaheed, as a martyr, and calling him a Mujahid if he wasn't an activist who was involved in this violent altercation.